Jyothi's gonna be tense in for an interview. And we'll be radio silent. If you need me, just email.
So how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing. Alright, come on. How are you feeling?
A little nervous. Not gonna lie.
That's justifiable. Alright, you wanna take a seat for me?
I don't do well underneath pressure. I don't like interviews. You want me to sit here or on the couch?
Wherever you feel more comfortable.
Seat looks comfy.
Alright.
You know what? No, we need eye contact.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, can I get your name, please?
My name is Bash Ketchum. Soon to be known as something else.
Something else? Subject to change?
Yeah. Something a little bit more feasible.
Excellent. Okay, Mr. I'll just call you Ketchum.
Sure.
Alright. For now, anyway. At least. Tell us a little about yourself.
I was born and raised in New Jersey. I grew up with my aunt. She raised me. My parents died when they were young, when I was even younger. All my life, I've watched criminals just have their lives destroyed by bad actions, bad decisions, hanging around bad people. I told myself, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be on the other side of it. I'm gonna save people and protect people. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I hope one day I can have a lot more brothers in blue. I'm sorry, I get a little emotional talking about myself.
No, you're good. Sorry to hear about your loss.
It's okay. I missed him.
Okay, how do you relax / like de-stress after a hard day of work or whatever?
I like to go home, take off my boots, maybe get a little dinner and me take a shower, relax, watch some TV, maybe play some video games, hang out with the wife and the kids. You know how it be.
Anything physical?
I play some recreational basketball and some football with the boys, get a couple brewskis, a little bit of ball with the boys. Yeah,
Okay. Do you have any experience in law enforcement?
In another city, I did serve as a law enforcer, for a short time until being let go due to cutbacks.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't fired. It was just layoffs. City government collapsed, so I had to move on.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
The borders closed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Alright. What's your greatest weakness?
I would have to say my greatest weakness is my I don't know, my like strong urge to make people laugh. It might interfere and maybe distract me sometimes. I think that's my strongest weakness. I work really well with others. I just sometimes get distracted.
So you'd say you're a jokester?
At
times.
I try not to be, but sometimes I just,
Yeah, it
I
just
lose
slips
control.
out or
And,
happens.
yeah, it slips out, and then I go over the board. I go overboard sometimes.
Right.
Something I've been trying to keep in check, especially going to be keeping in check on duty.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I get there.
Yeah. What's your greatest failure and what did you learn from it?
My greatest failure was watching my cousin Quinn Jones. He had to make a hard decision early on in his life. And I led him down the wrong path because I just didn't give him the time or day. Didn't give a shit about him. And now, all I hear in the newspapers is weird shit about him, man. He's just a horrible guy.
Hmm. I've I can agree to that one.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I met him a couple times.
Uh, Good encounters, bad encounters? I
Uh,
haven't talked to him in years.
Mix of both.
Oh, okay, okay. You know, did he hurt you?
I think he got bodied one time. Anyway,
Oh,
um,
oh shit.
what's okay? Moving on. What's your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is my ability to work well within a team at any position in the ladder, the totem pole, in the chain of command. Whether it be from a cadet to a sergeant to a captain, I can find my way and work well with others, and usually have a nice cohesive team around me.
All right.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work,
So
baby.
you're very good at team situations. So if you were to join like SWAT, for example, you'd work well with others.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, definitely.
All
I
right.
take orders very well. I have a military background as well. I was a yeah, I was a combat medic in the early 2000s.
All right, that's good. When were you most satisfied in a previous job?
Hmm. It's going to sound kind of stupid, but like, I started from humble beginnings, man. I was making pizzas for a while. Um, and this one pizza place, man, they had a brick top oven. I loved making pizzas out of that oven, man. It was like my best job. And I've done masonry. Been in the military, that was whatever. But like making pizzas, it sounds stupid, but like there's just something peaceful about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Describe a time where you did not get along with a coworker.
Oh, it's um uh depending on how I answer this question, is it going to reflect on my the outcome of this interview?
Potentially.
Oh, okay. So I'll just do something.
I mean, you can
One
say
time.
it, and then
No, no, I don't want it. I don't
All right.
want it. I got another one.
All right. Cool.
Uh, I was working at a bookstore one time. So I don't know if you got Books a Millions around in the city, but like, I was working at Books a Million, and some dude touched my butt because he thought I was of that sexual persuasion, and I wasn't.
Mm.
And it was a big issue, and I had to go through HR, and it almost turned into a fist fight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how'd you go about resolving this issue?
Well, I confronted him first, which was wrong, which I later learned through HR. I should have just went straight to my manager or an HR rep, but I confronted him first, and then went to HR when things were going to escalate to violence inside the workplace. I was like, all right, I had enough of this. Going to go to HR if you don't want to resolve this between me and you. And the HR rep handled it. That person got ejected from the workplace, and I stayed. I was on a probationary period though,
Oh.
because of the things I said during the heated argument. Is that how you want me to answer that question?
Oh yeah, that's good.
All right, cool, cool. Yeah.
So okay. If you have a issue with someone higher rank or in a different department, what do you do?
Well, first I'll try to plead my case in a reasonable and calm manner to the person I have an issue with, especially if they're a higher up and in my department. If not, then of course I'd have to, if we have an HR rep or a department or an IA, I'd have to take some further steps and to go above that person if it wasn't getting resolved and there was an actual, something going wrong. If it's another department, I obviously go to the head of that other department before bringing it to that issue, though, to that person.
Okay, so you just go up the chain of command, for example.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's something small and I feel like I could,
Yeah, try and resolve it yourself.
yeah,
If not, then
exactly. I don't want to waste a higher up's time. I know they're busy people.
all right, fair enough. That's good. Okay. What motivates you slash drives you? Like, what gets you going?
I love catching criminals.
Uh,
I
have
love it.
you ever been in law enforcement? In
Uh,
your previous city?
yeah, in a previous city, and I've done a couple citizens arrests.
All right, fair enough.
I love catching criminals. I consider them Pokemon to me, basically. Hence
Hmm.
the name.
Yeah.
I had to legally change just to fit this.
Yeah. All right.
This is my dream. I'm telling you. I even changed my government name for this job.
Okay. Dedication. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, how would your friends describe you?
Kind of socially awkward, maybe goofy. Uh,
Uh,
I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, I keep a
A close
D20 in
circle.
my right pocket all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I gotta make decisions and roll the dice. Figure out what's next.
Okay, to move on, I kind of need to deal with the situation first. So we're alone. Stay here for a
Okay.
sec.
Oh, no problem. Can I stretch my legs?
Yeah, you're good. Hi, what up, player?
Yo, what's up? Is my vocal cords working?
Yeah, you're good, player.
All right, I just wanted to verify.
Man, sexy as
Is
that.
that
Hey,
it? Okay, keep going.
can I give you something that so I'm not new in town, but I'm back in town after a long period of time.
Okay.
So I want to give you something that you can't charge me for that I had on from previous times that I just kind of want to get rid of.
Oh, so you just want me to, like, confiscate it so you don't get in trouble for it?
Yes, if that's okay.
Yeah, it depends what it is, but usually, yeah.
Why
You
don't I
just say hypothetically what it is, and then, you know, we'll go from there.
Let me look. Hold on. Let me think. It's like 10 grams of white stuff, let's just say.
Is that
Baby
it?
powder. It's baby powder.
That's, yeah, give that to me, Jesus. It's not that, you know. As long as you're not, like, selling that shit, you're good.
But yeah, my stuff's bugged. Unlucky.
You want me to just confiscate it out of your pockets?
Yeah, go ahead.
You came in for that? You could have just dumped it on the side of the road. You're good,
Well,
I
I
got
wanted
it.
to make sure. I wanted to make.
him for being a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
good.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
make sure
good.
my vocal cords were working too. So.
That sounds good. Alright. Have a good day, bud.
All right, that'd be
Anything else,
$500.
Bro, that's not even how much the fucking coke goes for. You'd be getting scammed if we give you 500. Alright, well, now to a more serious note. You wanna sit on the couch?
I've seen a lot of porns that start like this. I'm a little
It's not black. You're good. And action. Anyway. Alright, so make sure you're using your inside voice.
Oh, of course, of course. I was giving that dude the finger behind your back, cause fuck him, right?
You're kidding, right?
No, I was obviously kidding. What?
Okay.
Fuck.
Alright, so here's some more outward world questions, alright? So, do you know what showing gum fear is?
Showing. Oh, of course. You know, like if somebody whips out a gun on you and has the draw on you, you know, you're gonna be afraid. I'd be afraid. Holy crap! Somebody pointed a gun at me, and I had no backup, no time to prepare myself or defend
No gun
myself.
out,
Man,
yeah.
and no gun out. I don't know. I'd be scared shitless. Holy fuck! Hopefully they don't take my comms, and maybe I got a panic button. Maybe I could call for backup.
That's
Maybe.
yeah, that works. Okay. So obviously, if they have a knife and you don't have anything, you know, like a gun or whatever, and there's distance, you can
Oh, I could try to run, of course.
try to run or like run back,
Yeah.
pull a gun, and tell them to fuck off, or if they don't, you know, pop them. Other than that, yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, just you know, hypothetically.
Okay.
Okay. Would you give a friend or a relative a speeding ticket?
I mean, yeah. Fuck my friends. And my family. I mean, if they're breaking the law, I'm here to
The law's
protect
the law. Yep.
Yeah, the law's the law. It pertains to everybody,
All right.
even me.
Even you. Yep.
Yup. I'm not above the badge. I wear it.
Okay, I like that. Okay, what do you think of the roles supervisor and command?
I mean, like, I'm sure that they've put in work to go get into those positions, so, like, it's a respectable profession. If you're asking me what I feel like about their position, I feel like it's supervisors definitely needed. Kind of a cool head that's not involved in really kind of anything besides just making sure the team works together, and there's no, like, ripples in the water and no beef amongst his I guess you would call them soldiers or officers. He or she, I'm sorry. Equal opportunity. And like high command, those people are looking out for us, I would think. We wouldn't be able to get all this finery armor and, well, you guys wouldn't be able to get decked out in your police issue gear without those higher ups, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure they do inventory and
Yeah.
have, like, phone calls to make, like, I need bulletproof vests. All right, we get bulletproof vests.
Right. Do you think command should be feared or well liked?
A little bit of both, to be honest with you. What an old saying is, a king can be loved, but it's not real power until people fear him.
What the fuck? Okay.
I mean, I would have to say, like, it would have to be 60% love, 40% fear and respect. That person can obliterate your occupation, basically shunt you. But, like, you also gotta love them, especially if they're nice to you. You know what I'm saying? If they're not horrible people, obviously some admiration for your higher ups would be much appreciated to them, let alone us. So not like just working begrudgingly through your day for higher ups that you don't like.
Alright, that's a perfect answer to that question.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of both, because, it's still workplace, but, we can be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why should we hire you above any other people?
I mean, I'm great for the Romeo Papa, honey. I'm a very cool-headed individual. When I imagine that once I'm on a scene, my whole goal will be to de-escalate the situation and try to get down to the wire of it instead of trying to escalate the situation and talk over people. I'm really concerned for the safety of these streets. I'm a great driver. I'm a decent shot. Spent a lot of time in the firing range over at Ammunition. I feel like I'd make a great addition to this PD.
So, what would you say you're, are you more of a leader or a soldier, you would say?
I would have to say that I have the ability to lead, but I don't want to be stepping on nobody's toes, especially if there's like somebody with more time and seniority on me. But when it's my turn to lead, I can definitely lead a situation. But I also know when to form in line and be a soldier.
Okay. I'm gonna give you scenarios, right?
Okay.
Give me a sec.
How's it going so far?
Pretty good.
Okay. I just need 30 seconds in my head. One second. All right. I'm sorry.
Okay, I think these scenarios are really for, if you get accepted, but we'll just, just get your viewpoint on certain scenarios and stuff.
It'll be a great reflect. Might help my situation.
Or make it worse.
Hey, true.
Okay, so we get, give me a sec here. Alright, okay, so you get a call that someone, like a shots fired call in a like clothing store. As you're arriving, you see an individual with a gun running out the store. What do?
Well,
And you're by yourself.
well, if I'm by myself, well, first of all, I'm going to call and say that I'm reporting to that whatever the code is for that active. And then if I see the suspect, well, a suspect or a suspicious person walking away from the clothing store with a gun, I'm gonna, turn on my lights. I'm gonna tell that person to stop. And I'll be like, so what were you doing around here? And I'm gonna GSR test that person, because if it comes out hot, that's probably my suspect.
I mean,
then I could detain that person if it comes up positive. And, read him his rights and question him further.
it's a good start. So by the time you're there, you see him sprinting out the store with a gun in his hand, and
Okay. I thought you meant like he was around the store.
No, he was like,
if he's
you see him
outside.
running from the store outside with a gun out, and as in the city,
Talking class 1?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's never fucking class 3. You'll be dead instantly. Yeah. So in the city, public display is a charge. So no matter what, he is breaking the law. But first, you would if you're by
he's got a permit for it.
I mean, but either way, he shouldn't have it out. And then if he has it out, you just
true that. No, I understand.
Anyway,
okay, I'm sorry.
If you're by yourself, and there's shots fired like inside the store and a guy running out, your first situation should be to see if
backup is available.
Yeah, and then if not, your first instinct would be going in the store and clearing it, make sure there's no one injured people.
Yeah, and no civilians is in there.
If no officers are nearby, you would maybe radio over a description of the individual running away and say that you're going to be investigating the store or whatever to make sure there's no civilians down, because your first priority should be making sure civilians are safe.
Making sure that nobody got hurt during the gunfires.
Yeah, and
the gunshots.
Yeah, and if not, then the clothing store's clear, then you would proceed to chase the suspect if you still have eyes on him, and then call out where you're going, what's his status and whatever.
I thought you meant that I responded to the shots fired, and the dude was just walking around the store. And I'm like, well, that could not be the suspect. But upon a further GSR, I could assume that it is if it is positive.
Yeah, and if it's public display at the same time, you can.
True that. Yeah, I didn't even think about the public display. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most people don't give a fuck about it, but.
Yeah. Things I need to know. Thank you, though.
The same thing with people with holsters and masks. If they have both, then we could search them.
Oh, because that's suspicious behavior. Why you hiding your identity?
Yeah, if they've got a mask on, they've got a gun, openly carried, then they're breaking the law.
Big facts. Yeah.
Or, you can search them, but if it's the situation's non-hostile, I would just be like, yeah, your best bet's remove the holster.
Yeah, give them advice before you push them, Yeah. I hope to be a fair cop. Fair-ish, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be walked on either.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, another scenario. Let's say... You respond to a bank and, you're alone. You're the first one arriving. What would be the first thing you do?
One more time? Sorry.
So you respond to a bank robbery. You're the first officer on scene. What's the first thing you should be doing?
Securing the perimeter, and calling for backup for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Do not engage with the robbers until backup arrives, and make sure the perimeter's secure.
Mm-hmm. And then your best bet after that.
Call it in. This many suspects. This many,
Hostage,
innocent hostages. Yeah, this kind of car. Yeah. All that.
All right.
Did you see that motherfucker?
Yeah, he's a weird asshole.
That's weird, bro.
Not weird. Why is he?
I have no idea.
He's kind of weird.
I'm sorry. I smell like French fries, bro. I've been working the fryer all day.
Oh, you're good. Alright, I think we're done.